Good effort there by Holland. Goaltender Adam Carter will put it in play here. We do have a clock stoppage here. And a penalty kick coming up for the Millers. So 39:08 on the clock, and the first chance for the Millers to score here. An excellent chance with the penalty kick. Looks like that's Jack Miller going to take the kick. Clock is rolling again. Here's the kick from Miller, and it's good. So at the 39:06 mark, Jack Miller scores on a penalty kick. Take a look at the replay here. Just put it over to the right side of Justin Overfield. He never had a chance on that. So Miller picks up his 5th goal of the season, and we're ready to start again. 39:05 on the clock. Exactly 39 minutes left right now in the first half. Miller's off to a great start here. Miller's trying to get things set up. They fall back to Gabe Imes all the way across the field to Owen Mejia. Mejia looking to get it set up again. 38:22 on the clock. Arabians get back, get the ball in time, save it from going out of bounds. The Millers just take the ball right back and slide it down the near sideline. There's a shot that Miller's had a great opportunity there. Spencer Holland just missed the net. Looked like Justin Overfield was going to try to come out and take that ball away, but he retreated just in time. But unfortunately for the Millers, Holland just shot wide. So far here at the 37:35 mark, it's been all Millers. Almost all of the action has been down here in the Arabian zone. Arabians put it in play. Millers get it back. Stolen by Gabe Imes. Defense setting up the offense now. Nice block there by, I believe that was number 21, Robbie Reynolds, for the Arabians. Arabians trying to get the ball under control, but the Millers take it away. Here's a possible break. It looked like Harrison Crispin might have a break, but he just couldn't get set up in time. Arabians with the ball trying to get something going on the offensive side now. They're down 1-0 here. 36-40 here in the first half. Defensively, Millers take the ball away from the Arabians again. Arabians put it out of bounds, so the Millers will have a throw in. That'll be Owen Mejia putting the ball in play. Jack Miller with it. Miller has the sole goal so far here. Got it in the first minute, in the opening minute at 39:16. Or the 39:06, excuse me. Arabians trying to get something going here. Center the ball, but it's taken away by Villalobos. That one ends up going out of bounds, but it'll stay in the possession of the Millers. Arabians trying to get it back into the Miller zone. Ball has spent most of the first 5 minutes of this half in the Arabian zone. Kai Moore brought it down the field. And over to Daniel Aker. Miles Mitchum setting it up. Gets it over to Kai Moore once again. Arabians fall back and regroup. Good defense on the part of the Millers so far here in the first 5 minutes of this. 34-43 on the clock. So far, the deepest penetration of the day so far for the Arabians. That one's going to go out of bounds off the Millers. Go back to the Arabians, and Matt Cole will put the ball back in play. Miles Hamilton with it. He gets it taken away from him by Jack Miller. Miller coming down the close side here. One to beat. And it's going to be a foot race to see who beats him. Ball goes out of bounds, but the Millers will have the possession. Miller setting up from the side. High inbounds. Trying to see if they can get a deflection, but they don't. Miller's trying to get it set up once again. It's Colin Todd with the ball over there going toward the corner. That one is going to go out of bounds. And that one will go to the Arabians. 33-25 on the clock. I'm Brad Silbert along with our technical crew, Lucas LeCain up on the roof, getting these beautiful pictures on what is, you talk about a picture-perfect day. This is just absolutely a perfect afternoon. Will Wofford, our producer-director. Jim Wofford back at the station, our executive director. Millers once again take it away from the Arabians, and they're trying to get set up. Arabians trying to take it away. They drop back. Arabians with a possible opportunity here. Goaltender Carter comes way out of the net. He's scampering to get back, and he's going to just barely make it. Number 7, Brendan Jones, was way out ahead there and had an opportunity. That one goes harmlessly out of bounds to the right of the net. And the Millers will get the possession. You know, it looks like, I'm sorry, correction. Going to be Miles Mitchum putting it back in play for the Arabians. Mitchum with the side kick. Arabians getting set up. See if they can get the deflection. They do, and they score the goal.
High school, number 14, Daniel Aker.
Daniel Aker gets credit for the goal. .31:58 is when that goal occurred for Daniel Aker. That's his first goal of the season. Normally a defenseman. So we are tied here, less than 10 minutes into this, into the first half of this match. Millers with a possible opportunity here if they can out-hustle the Arabians, which they somewhat do, trying to get the ball centered. And shot, that one goes long and over the net. 31-25 remaining here in the first half. One for the Arabians, one for the Millers. This will be Justin Overfield putting the ball in. Nope, not Justin Overfield, excuse me. Arabians have the ball coming down. Miles Mitchum had it. Back to Mitchum again. Trying to get the offense set up. That one goes out of bounds. They did not see who touched that last. Looks like the Millers must have touched it last because Maverick Hamilton's coming over to inbound the ball. Gets it into Brennan Jones. Long shot, somewhat on goal that Adam Carter comes out to take, and he gets a good kick. Very low humidity, very little wind today, so the free kicks from the goalies really ought to sail this afternoon. 30 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Gabe Imes sets it back up to Villalobos. Millers try to get it into the middle. There's Miller in the middle, got a couple offenders there. There's a shot and a goal at the 30:08 mark. So it took the Millers less than 2 minutes to get that goal back. And I believe that was Palmer Alt who got the goal. We have a correction. It was offside, so the goal is waved off. Still 1-1. In the excitement of watching the action there, I hadn't realized that there had been an offside called. So the Arabians get a break. This game is still tied at 1 apiece. 29:25 on the clock. Millers with a possible opportunity here, broken up by Matt Cole for the Arabians. Palmer out coming down the sideline. Gets it centered. Arabians come up and defend very well, but foul's called there, and that one's going to go against the Millers. Arabians will take the ball. Looks like that's going to be Alex Nelson putting the ball back in play for the Arabians. Deflected back out by Owen Mahita. Miles Mitchum. 28-26 on the clock here in the first half, tied 1 apiece. Millers got their goal on a penalty kick. The Arabians got theirs from Daniel Aker. About 2 minutes apart, just a few minutes apart. First goal came at 39:06. Second goal came at 31:58. Good job of getting back there defensively by Matt Cole for the Arabians. Ball goes out of bounds. The Millers will put it back in play. Millers get it back in play. Kicked high in the air, and that's going to go out of bounds there. Go right back to the Millers. Inbound still along the other side. Millers will give up the ball this time. It'll go over to the Arabians.
Substitution number 12, Cameron Kale.
Cameron Kale comes into the game for the Arabians for substitution of the evening. Millers have been putting a lot of pressure on the Arabians here so far here in the first half. Thought they had a second goal, but that was wiped out by an offside call. Adam Carter comes way out of his net to pick that one up. And an Arabian there to his left, but Carter got there in plenty of time. Another great kick. Millers with a possible opportunity here if they can take advantage of it. Will they get a shot off? They do not. Good bit of defense by the Arabians, but the Millers reset the offense. Owen Mahita resets it for him. Gabe Imes in the middle, all the way across, down to the far corner. And that one will go out of bounds. And the Arabians will have the kick from the baseline. 26-10 on the clock. Here comes Palmer Alt again. Centered. Shot and a goal. Goal scored by number 6, Palmer Alt at 25-50. Barnes, staying corrected. Drew Barnes picks up the goal. Miller's had a couple of opportunities there and couldn't get into the goal, but they persisted. And finally, Drew Barnes, he picks up his 10th goal of the season. 2-1 now in favor of the Millers. 25-40 on the clock. Millers with the inbound from the far side. Gabe Imes setting it up in the middle. High kick into the middle. Owen Mahita sits back, trying to get it set up into the middle again. Over on the side, Spencer Howland back to Mahita again. Middle to Imes. Miller's being very patient. They get a shot off. That's going to go out of bounds. That was off the foot of Harrison Chrisman. Coming up in exactly 25 minutes remaining here in the first half. Welcome to Hamilton County Television, Class 4A Soccer, Sectional 8. Welcome to White River Elementary School. Later tonight, it will be the Anderson Indians and the Fishers Tigers. If you'd like to watch that action, you can catch it on the Fishers Sports Network. And it will be simulcast on the Hamilton County Television website, so you'll get to see both of those games tonight. Back to the action. Millers continue to put pressure on, keeping the ball in the Arabian zone. Miles Mitchum trying to get it set up, has it stolen by Spencer Howland. He gets it over to Imes in the center. Barnes chasing it down. The Arabians get there first. There comes Miles Mitchum. Keep that one from going out of bounds. That's Levi Rodriguez kept the ball inbounds, but it did end up going out of bounds. Last touched by the Millers. So Harrison Chrisman, Matt Cole will put that ball in play. Colin Todd chasing it down on the far side of the field. That ball's going to go way out of bounds. 23 minutes and no seconds. 23 minutes exactly here left in the first half. The Millers with a 2-1 lead here on Hamilton County Television. Thank you for joining us tonight. The opening round of the IHSAA 4A Boys Soccer Tournament from Noblesville. The Millers, they are the host team, and they are the home team tonight on the scoreboard. Millers get the ball inbounds. Cochran with it. Across to Holland. Holland is taking it back, sends it back toward the goal, where Adam Carter will pick it up, and he'll kick it. Not a real good kick by Carter, but Colin Todd ends up with the ball. Millers with a possible opportunity here. Good sliding block there by Matt Cole for the Arabians. And that ball goes out of bounds. The Millers will continue on the offense. Jack Miller over toward the side. Got two Arabians there with him. Trying to center it. That one ended up getting blocked. And we will have a kick coming from number 6, Kai Moore. 21 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Millers just keep taking the ball away from the Arabians. That one goes out of bounds, and looks like the Millers are going to keep possession of that. Drew Cochran sends it over to Owen Mahita, who puts the ball in play. Gabe Imes centers it. Puts it all the way down the field. Justin Overfield comes out. Gets it over to Kai Moore. Another out-of-bounds play. Go right back to the Millers. Millers have done a good job of keeping the pressure on the Arabians so far in this match. Todd set it up. Miller's trying to set it up and regroup again. Villalobos over to Imes. All the way back toward the goal. Carter takes it. Over to Cochran. Cochran sends it back to Carter. Carter gets it almost to the midfield stripe. Coming up on exactly 20 minutes remaining here in the first half. Halfway through the first half, a quarter of the way through the match. The Arabians will put the ball back in play. This will be Alex Nelson trying to get something going for the Arabians here to tie up this match. Adam Carter comes out and takes that ball away. I don't think anybody ever touched that after it left the foot of Alex Nelson. Carter gets an excellent kick. And Harrison Chrisman is there. Goes out of bounds off of Chrisman. And the Arabians take the possession over. .1904 on the clock. Millers and the Arabians, the opening round of Sectional 8 boys soccer here on Hamilton County Television. Thank you for joining us wherever you are tonight. We appreciate you watching. Millers with some numbers here. Oh my, they had Spencer Holland open right down the middle there, but could not thread the needle. Arabians come up with some good defensive work there. Levi Rodriguez trying to get it set up, gets it over to Daniel Aker. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Millers. That'll be Owen Mejia, rather.
Pendleton has substitution number 5, Caleb Spires.
Caleb Spires comes in for his first action.
Number 11, Brendan Fisher. And
Brendan Fisher in for his first action. Millers inbound the ball. That'll be a foul there on the Arabians. Millers will set it up. Jack Miller will kick the ball back into play. Millers are set up to take Miller's kick. Sends it toward the center. Arabians get to it first, but then Gabe Imes gets to it. Tries to get it in there. Harrison Chrisman getting close, and goaltender Justin Overfield comes out and grabs the ball. Overfield with a kick that goes just about halfway across the field. Millers let the ball go back to Adam Carter, who punches it back across the field. And the Millers get there before it goes out of bounds. They can. That one ends up going out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to go Can't tell who's going to get the possession on that. We'll have to see how they line up. Going to be a corner kick. Millers will have the possession. Gabe Imes going back to set it up. $16:25 remaining here in the first half. Thank you for joining us here in Hamilton County Television. Kick right into the middle, deflected, and just to the right of the net. Millers try to get it back again. Play is stopped, and that'll come back to the Arabians. Andrew Stansfield for the Millers now. All the way out of bounds on the far side, but the Millers retain the possession. Try to get it into the center, but Caleb Spires gets a header, and momentarily the Arabians had the possession, but the ball goes over the end line. Kai Moore putting the ball into play. Moore gets a good kick that's going to go just about right to the center. Colin Todd gets it back out of danger. Nice bit of ball handling there by Daniel Aker. Aker with the sole goal for the Arabians. Game at the 31:58 mark. Millers opened the scoring early at 39:06 on a penalty kick that Jack Miller made. At the 25:57 mark, Drew Barnes gave the lead back to the Millers. 14:04 on the clock here in the first half. That one goes beyond the line. Offside as he called. Kai Moore got a good kick there. Brennan Jones trying to take control, but Spencer Holland ends up with it. He's got one to beat. And goaltender Justin Overfield comes out and smothers the ball and gets the ball back into play. Millers center it. Shot. Missed wide to the right. We have a substitution coming in for the Arabians. Cannot read the number over here yet.
Subbing in for the Arabians, number 3, Maverick Hamilton.
Maverick Hamilton, one of the starters for the Arabians, returns. Arabians got to get back, otherwise that's going to be out of bounds. Nice save there by Levi Rodriguez. Trying to get it to the center again. Rodriguez does. Daniel Aker with an attempt at it, but it was blocked. Adam Carter comes out, promptly puts it across the midfield stripe. Miller's trying to get it set up again. Spencer Holland is over there in the middle. He drops it back. Andy Stansfield on the ball. End-to-end action here. Brennan Jones trying to get something set up for the Arabians. That one's sent back up the field by Colin Todd. And Justin Overfield will take that one, and he'll take the kick. Most of the action in this half has been down in the Arabian end, but in the last couple minutes, Arabians have had a couple opportunities. Here's one for Brennan Jones. He's trying to center it, does not get it done. He had Levi Rodriguez right there in front of the net, had he been able to get the ball over to him. High one off the head of Matt Cole. Arabians trying to get something going here, trying to close this gap, trying to tie up this game. They don't want to be one and done here in the sectional. Unfortunately, that's the way sectionals go. One of the teams will be done tonight.
Subbing in for the Millers, number 7, Garrett Pointer. Number 9, Kyle Goad. And number 13, Colin Cates.
Colin Cates, Garrett Pointer, and Kyle Goad all come in for the Millers to give some of the starters a little bit of rest. Exactly 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Millers put the ball in play. Trying to get something set up here. Stansfield with the ball. Arabians clear it back toward and over the midfield line. Millers could have right back in deep. And that'll be an Arabian ball. Millers has done a pretty good job of keeping pressure defensively on the Arabians. Millers with the ball in the middle. Justin Overfield comes out and stops the ball. Kai Moore taking most of the shots from the goal area tonight. Poked away by the Millers. Here comes Pointer. Got Rodriguez right on him, trying to get it centered. Miller's trying to get things set up here. Jack Miller in the middle. Gets it over to the right side. See if the Millers can get a shot off here. Can't get the shot. They try to center it, but nobody was there, and the Arabians take the ball back. That's going to probably, it's going to stay in bounds. Arabians finally, the ball does finally go out of bounds. .7:53 on the clock here, first half. Millers with the ball deep in the Arabian zone. Arabians get it back, trying to make something happen here. Brennan Jones takes the pass. But there's 3 defenders back for the Millers, and the ball goes out of bounds, but the Arabians will put it right back in play. Millers take it right away from them. Pendleton Heights Arabians in their white and green uniforms. Noblesville Millers in their black and gold. Millers trying to get it set once again. Goad into the center. There's a shot. Nice save. Great save there by Justin Overfield. That was a heck of a shot there by Jack Miller. He had a lot on that ball. And Overfield just managed to get over there and block that shot. Great job by Overfield. 6:45 here in the first half. Jack Miller will inbound the ball from the corner. Millers would love to have another goal here, see if they can do something in the deflection. The Arabians get the head on it, clear it back in out of the zone. Millers once again getting set up. That one goes right into the breadbasket of Justin Overfield. He starts it upfield. Brennan Jones coming down the field, couldn't quite get to him. Oh man, a big crash there. That ball's going to go over to the Millers. The Millers and the Arabians, 5:30 left here in the first half, 2-1 in favor of the Noblesville Millers. Good bit of defense there by Drew Cochran. Managed to get his foot on it and had two Arabians coming, one on each side of him.
Subbing in for the Arabians, number 16, Justin Delk, and 23, Cole Bubalo. Subbing in for the Millers, number 5, Spencer Holland.
Spencer Holland returns to the game for the Millers. Exactly 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Arabians trying to get something going here. Just have had a difficult time penetrating the Miller defense. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go over back, or I should say back to the Arabians. Arabians looking to get something set up here, but the Millers take that away. Brendan Fisher gets it over to Goad, who gets it right down the middle of the field. Matt Cole puts it out of danger. Stansfield, Pointer trying to get it set up. Jack Miller puts it into the middle, deflected off the head of an Arabian. Jack Miller once again trying to get the ball into the middle. Shot. And we have a foul call. 3:42 remaining here in the first half. Miller's trying to get into the Arabian zone again. Pointer all the way down in the corner. Arabians take it back and send it down the sideline. Levi Rodriguez. Jack Miller breaks away with the ball. He can't get beyond the Arabian defense. Here comes Rodriguez. Once again, the ball goes out of bounds.
Subbing in for the Millers, number 6, Palmer Alt.
Palmer Alt returns. Arabians with the ball. Get it down into the Miller end. Brendan Jones chasing it down for the, got an opportunity here. Wow, did the Millers dodge a bullet there, or did they dodge a bullet? Adam Carter was clear over on the far sideline. And the Arabians had a couple of opportunities there, basically at an empty net, and they could not take advantage of the opportunity. Carter with the kick. Off the head of Matt Cole. Pointer trying to get things set up for the Millers. Sends it over to Alt. Alt working the middle. Gets the middle there. Trying to get it set up into the middle. Arabians break that up nicely. Villalobos takes it back. Stansfield. And the Arabians take it away. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Millers and the Arabians 2-1 here in favor of the Millers. Millers with an opportunity here. They can get a shot off. Fisher just blocked and over the net. Good opportunity for the Millers there, but they just could not take advantage of it. 25 seconds remaining in the half. Millers keep after the ball.
9, 8.
Oh my! What a try there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now the referee blew the whistle here, so I don't know if the half is over. Because goaltender Justin Overfield went down. Not it looks like they're going to talk it over here, but I believe that will be the end of the first half. Fans, before we take a break, let me remind you, Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. If you have any questions, contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check out their website, www.ecommunity.com. And you know, friends, since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit our website, www.cchalaw.com. Quick scoring recap here in the first half. The Millers started the scoring at the 39:06 mark when Jack Miller connected on a penalty kick. The Arabians tied it up at the 31:58 mark with a goal by Daniel Aker. That was his first goal of the season. Then at the 25:57 mark for the Millers, Drew Barnes got his 10th goal of the season. So that is where we are at. The Millers are ahead of the Pendleton Heights Arabians 2-1. We'll be back with the second half in a little bit.
Athletics, including events like this state tournament. Develop advanced leadership skills and continue to have these and many other opportunities. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and better teachers.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSAA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
First apartment. Dog named Bella. Boyfriend. TJ. With the sweet ride and the bad secrets. Exit TJ. Hey, it's Eric. Wedding, Eric Jr., new house. Luckily, once a year, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance checks to see if we're paying too much or cover too little.
Find an agent and stop knocking on wood.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Class 4A Soccer Sectional Tournament 8, featuring the Noblesville Millers and the Pendleton Heights Arabians. Second game this evening will be the Anderson Indians up against the Fishers Tigers. That game will be broadcast on the Fishers Tigers Sports Network, and you can pick that up through Hamilton County Television, through our website, and we invite you to join in and take a look at that. We'd like to remind you that our broadcast tonight on Hamilton County Television is presented by Logan Street Signs and Manners, serving Noblesville in the area for over 27 years. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville's Trophies, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. I'm Brad Silbert here at White River Elementary School, the regular home of the Noblesville Millers. The Millers, the host of Sectional 8 this year. In this second half, the Millers will be moving right to left on your screen. They're in their dark uniforms with the gold numbers. The Pendleton Heights Arabians will be moving left to right in their green shorts, white shirt with their big green numbers on their backs. It's 2-1 now in favor of the Millers, and we are underway. Millers with the first possession. Drew Barnes trying to keep the ball in Arabian territory. Arabians trying to get it out of there and trying to get this game tied up. Millers with an opportunity here. Right into the center. Can they get a shot off? They cannot. And the Arabians managed to clear it, going toward the sideline. Nice move there by Drew Cochran. Harrison Chrisman with the ball. He gets it back down deep in the zone to Palmer Alt, right across the front of the goal. Arabians took a little bit of a chance there. Mejia sends it back down. Harrison Chrisman with it, looking to try to get the thing centered. Centers it, but nobody is there except the Arabians, and they clear it, and that ball's going to go out of bounds, and the Millers will have the inbound. 38-47 left in regulation. We will play tonight until there is a winner. Millers with an opportunity here, centering the ball. Trying to get it set up, trying to get a pass into the middle, but they can't. Imes with it, sets it up in the middle. Good block there by the Arabians. You get it back out of danger temporarily, and Jack Miller picks it up. Back into the center. Here comes Colin Todd. And that's number 10, Harrison Chrisman with the shot. Wasn't quite on goal, but a good idea. It appears that William Phillips is now in the goal for the Arabians. Right at the end of the first half, Justin Overfield went down hard, and he has not returned. Arabians with the ball in their own end, trying to get something going. So far, it's been almost all Millers. Millers ahead on the scoreboard, 2-1. Millers trying to get it back into the Arabian zone. Millers have been doing a good job both offensively and defensively tonight, keeping the ball in the Arabian zone and keeping the Arabians away from the Miller goal. Lone score of the game for the Arabians came off the foot of Daniel Aker at the 31:58 mark of the first half. Millers opened the scoring at 39:06 on a penalty shot that Jack Miller made. Adam Carter will kick the ball back into play. Arabians trying to get something going here early to at least try to get this thing tied up. That one goes out of bounds, and the Millers will inbound it. Quickly back inbounds before the Arabians have a chance to set up defensively. Nice job there by Maverick Hamilton to take the ball away from the Millers. Owen Mejia with it for the Millers. Chrisman gets it taken away from him by Connor Hendrickson. He gets it right back. Chrisman trying to decide what to do. Sends it over in the center to Gabe Imes. Imes all the way across the field. Far side of the field. Imes trying to get it into the center to get it set up. Arabians take it away, but the Millers get it right back. Palmer Alt with the ball. Alt to Chrisman. Chrisman still with the ball. Tried to center it, but Arabians took that one away and cleared it back to the midfield mark. Brendan Jones down the sideline. The ball goes out of bounds, but the Arabians will keep the possession. A little bit of rough stuff right there by the baseline. Finally, the whistle is blown. And the Millers will put the ball back in play. Millers with the ball. That one's broken up nicely by Imes. Miller setting it up in the center there. Just a little bit over lead. Ball does go out of bounds. And William Phillips, who's in the goal at this half for the Arabians, will put it back into play. Actually, it'll come off of the foot of Kai Moore. Imes. Miller's trying to penetrate the Arabian zone. Get over to Chrisman. Chrisman has got Colin Todd there. Just overled him a little bit. The ball ends up going out of bounds. 33 minutes exactly left in regulation. Should this be tied at the end of 80 minutes, we'll go into sudden death overtime. The Millers take the possession. Chrisman on the side trying to get into the middle to get it set up. Got a chance there, and another nice try there by the Millers, but I'm not sure what the call was there, but the play is stopped. The Millers are going to get the side kick, the corner kick. Coming up in 32 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in regulation. Centered. Oh my, defensively, great job there by the Arabians to keep that ball out of the net. Couple opportunities there for the Millers. Finally, William Phillips falls on it. Great defense there by the Pendleton Heights Arabians to keep this a 2-1 game. The Millers take the ball right back, but the Arabians try to get it back downfield. Colin Todd over to Jack Miller. Miller across the field. Looking for Mejia. Mejia gets it toward the goal, but that one is going to go out of bounds. And I believe that'll be Kai Moore once again, putting the ball back into play for the Arabians. Harrison Chrisman just stepped right up and took that ball away from the Arabians. Alt chases it down in the corner. He's looking for help. He finally gets it to Colin Todd. Todd centers it, but the Arabians are there. Imes backs it out a little bit. Mejia down the field. Once again, the Millers cannot get the shot off. Tried to center it. Good job of centering, but they just couldn't get the shot off. And Drew Cochran resets the offense for the Millers. Cochran going into the corner. There's a foul called, and that ball will go back to the Pendleton Heights Arabians. 30 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. Arabians trying to get something set up. They spent most of the first 10 minutes of this half in their own zone. Millers have kept the pressure on. More pressure here. Out comes William Phillips, and he makes the save. Villalobos took the header. Millers reset. Oh, that one goes off the foot of Gabe Imes and out of bounds. Miles Mitchum puts it in play. Justin Overfield came out, got it out of danger. Opportunity here for number 5, Spencer Holland. Great defensive play there by number 10, Matt Cole. Millers will have the ball on the side, quickly inbounds. This will be a foot race between Brendan Jones and Drew Cochran. Finally, goaltender Adam Carter, where the Millers kicked it out of danger. Fisher's Tigers are in the house. You can see them warming up on the field next to us. They will take on the Anderson Indians in the second game here. Millers with an opportunity, got it centered just to the right of the goal. Palmer Alt was right there, and it looked like he might have been able to pick up his first goal of the night, but just ended up going wide to the right of the net.
Subbing in for the Arabians, number 12, Cameron Kale.
Cameron Kale comes into the game for the Arabians. A lot of non-stop action here so far in the first 13 minutes or so of this half. Mitchum tries to get the ball, but goes off of the Millers. Connor Hendrickson will put the ball back in play. Ball goes out of bounds. Once again, Adam Carter will put it in play. Okay. Miller's with the ball, trying to get it set up. Right there in the middle. Shot and a goal. Palmer Alt gets the goal at the 25:58 mark. Beautiful setup there by the Millers to get Alt in there, and all he had to do is find some vacant space, and he gives the Millers a 3-1 lead here with 25:58 remaining here in regulation. For Alt, that's his 8th goal of the season. You had to figure sooner or later the pressure that the Millers were putting on the Arabians was going to pay off, and it certainly did there. They've got the pressure on the Arabians this entire quarter. Another opportunity here. Here comes the goaltender for the Arabians, comes out and makes the save and kicks it out of danger. But the Millers come right back down into the corner. Right in the middle. Shot there by Drew Barnes went wide. Miller's keeping the pressure on here. 25:09 remaining in regulation. The Millers would like to bust this one wide open. They've got a 2-goal lead right now at 3-1 here in the second half. Millers will face either the Anderson Indians or the Fishers Tigers. That game will be coming up Wednesday night. We'll be here for that Wednesday night at 5:30. Miller's trying to get it set up once again. Good footwork there in the middle. Mejia sends it toward the goal. Can it be deflected? No. Harrison Crispin had the right idea, but he just couldn't get the shot off. I think maybe he might have slipped when he was trying to get that shot off. As the sun starts going down, this field does have a tendency to get just a little bit slippery. That'll bring Cole Bubalo into the game for the Arabians with the substitution. Miller's keeping the pressure on the Arabians. Colin Todd. Gabe Imes. Imes looks to center it. Had somebody there, but just couldn't get to it. Here comes a shot, and it's wide. Palmer Auld almost picked up his second goal of the match. But the Millers continue to keep the pressure on the Arabians. Miller started the scoring early on a penalty kick by Jack Miller. Daniel Aker tied it up about 8 minutes later at the 31:58 mark for the Arabians, and since that point, it has been all Millers. This half, it's been almost consistently all Millers. Harrison Crispin looking to get it centered. Shot off to the right. Garrett Pointer, I believe, is the one who got that shot off and just missed to the right, but the Millers continue with the big-time pressure on the Arabians. We're at the 22:33 mark here in the second half. Caleb Spires comes off the bench. Possible opportunity for the Arabians here, but they haven't got anybody up front. Brennan Jones is trying to get it in there. Levi Rodriguez got it over to the right of the net. Centered. The ball does go into the net. So it is now 3-2. 21:50 mark.
Pendleton High School, number 7, Brennan Jones.
Brennan Jones with the goal. What's amazing about this situation is, gosh, the whole half, the Millers have just really kept the pressure on the Arabians. About 4 minutes ago, actually, they went ahead 3-1, and it only took the Arabians about 4 or 5 minutes to get that back. But they're still behind by 1 with 29-28 remaining here in the second half. Foul called against the Arabians. Millers will get the ball. Centering, no rebound. Ball does go out of bounds. Possession will go back to the Arabians. Once again, Kai Moore put the ball in play for the Arabians. 20 minutes, 43 seconds. Nice high shot there. Millers take it back. Ball to Imes. Imes sends it down the side. Had Spencer Holland there, but he was well defended by the Arabians. Villalobos back into the center to Imes. Imes sends it over to Jack Miller. Miller in the center. Alt with a shot. That's blocked before it has a chance to get anywhere near the goal and goes out of bounds. So the Millers will get a corner kick here with 19:51 on the clock. That'll be Owen Mejia putting the ball in play for the Millers. Centered. Millers tried to get it to get a shot off, but they could not. Here come the Arabians. Foot race here, and it's kicked out of bounds, and there's going to be, I believe, offsides. A little bit too good to be true. It was not an offside, but there was a foul called. Kai Moore will put the ball back in play. Sends it toward the goal, hoping for a deflection. Does not get it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Adam Carter putting the ball in play. Got a substitute coming in for the Arabians.
Subbing in for Pendleton Heights, number 2, Miles Mitchum.
Miles Mitchum, senior, 7 goals, 7 assists this season. For Brennan Jones, that was his 10th goal of the season. He leads the Arabians in scoring. Alt down the left side, looking to get it centered. Broken up nicely there by Kai Moore. Moore trying to get the ball downfield. He does. Surrounded by a couple Millers. Drew Cochran had it. Ball went out of bounds. And we'll go over to the Arabian, with Connor Hendrickson putting the ball in play. .30 left in this one. First game of Sectional 8. Once again, the ball goes back to the Arabians. Connor Hendrickson will put it in play. Hendrickson's ready. Gets it in the corner there. Brennan Jones trying to get it centered, does not, but he does, but the Arabians cannot take advantage of that. Matt Cole puts it back to the left of the net. Chased down by Mitchum. Almost out of bounds. Finally does go out of bounds, and the Millers will take back over on the offense. Foul called there, and that'll go back to the Millers. Millers set it up. 16:26 remaining in the second half. 1-goal lead for the Millers at 3-2. We commented here during the second half how much pressure the Millers had kept on the Arabians, and just as quick as could be there at the 21:50 mark. Brennan Jones picked up his 10th goal of the season to tighten the gap here. Here comes Jack Miller. Back to Chrisman, back in the center to Imes. Imes gets a kick off, but manages, he slips on the way down, doesn't get too much on that. Millers get back in time. Mejia with it down the sideline. Taken back by the Arabians. Going to be a race to the ball here between Harris and Chrisman. Chrisman has got it. Millers with some possible numbers here with Spencer Holland over on the right side. Here's a shot. That one's going to go beyond the end line. And we have another couple substitutions coming back in for the Arabians. I believe that was Connor Cale who came back in. Yes, it was, number 12. From the corner, Brendan Fisher gets a head on it, gets it out of danger. Millers clear it back to the center, trying to get reset again. Millers have kept a lot of pressure on the Arabians this half. Both teams with 1 goal so far in the half. There's a shot. Saved by the Arabians. This time the goaltender will put it back in play. Foul called against the Arabians. The Millers will get the ball. Millers start the possession. Colin Todd back in the middle to Gabe Imes. Imes tries to center it. One guy back, but the Arabians make the save. High into the air. Deflected by the Millers. Imes had it. Imes kicks it away. Can't get back to it. Now it's going down the side, and that's going to go well out of bounds. Ball will come back to the Millers. 2 substitutions coming into the game, 1 for each team, 1 for the Millers, 1 for the Arabians. Millers with the ball. Spencer Alt on the far side, trying to get it into the center to set something up. That one's taken by Holland. Holland and the Arabians up to the task.
Previous substitution for Pendleton Heights was number 3.
Bill Lobos takes it.
Number 9, Levi Rodriguez. And for the Millers, it was number 13, Colin Cates, and 15, Andy Stansfield.
Bill Lobos loses the ball to the Arabians. Arabians got one back. That's Brennan Jones. Millers beat him to the ball, though. Here's a possible opportunity for the Arabians, and Adam Carter comes out and stops the threat. Crispin trying to decide what to do with the ball. It's into the center of Villalobos. 11:51 on the clock. A 1-goal lead for the Millers. Arabians have to make something happen here in the next 11 plus minutes if they want to play again on Wednesday. Nice job there by the Arabian goaltender to come out and take the threat away. Kai Moore rather, takes it. Sun doing a lot of funny things out there right now with the shadows, so it can kind of play some tricks on the players. Brennan Jones, Millers take it away from him. Near midfield. There's going to be a foul called on that one, and Kai Moore is going to kick the ball back into play. Moore with a very good foot. He could get this very close to the goal. Gets a good high shot. A deflection, but deflected the wrong direction for the Arabians. Millers with the ball. Cochran. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to the Millers. Crispin will inbound the ball.
Millers, number 11, Brendan Fisher.
Brendan Fisher, senior forward, comes into the game.
Also checking in for the Millers, number 7, Garrett Pointer.
Garrett Pointer, a junior. 10 minutes, 11 seconds left in regulation. Villalobos sends it across the field. Stansfield had it. Back to Colin Todd. Todd sends it deep. Deflected by Alex Nelson for the Arabians. Taken by Levi Rodriguez. Hamilton with it. Started by Crispin, but Hamilton gets a shot downfield. Drew Cochran returns it for the Royals. Arabians with the ball. Jones trying to decide what to do with it. He loses it to Jack Miller. Mitchum got it back. Goes out of bounds. Arabians have the ball. 9:01 left in regulation. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Arabians. Looks like Miles Mitchum is going to put the ball in play. Down below 9 minutes to play here in regulation. Miller's trying to protect a 1-point lead. Arabians trying to make up that goal. Here's a centering pass. Deflection. Deflected again. But the Millers do get the ball, and it's cleared by Harrison Crispin. Good job of getting it out of danger there. Matt Cole sends it back deep into Miller territory. And Jack Miller sends it right to the middle. Villalobos trying to get to the ball. He finally does, kicks it, but hits his own man. Villalobos sends that one very, very high. That's going to go out of bounds. And Connor Hendrickson will put the ball in play after we get a substitution.
Subbing in for Pendleton Heights, number 12, Cameron Kale.
7:50 remaining in this one. Millers, Arabians tied up in a close one. Millers have definitely outplayed the Arabians so far today in this match. But the Arabians only down by 1 goal. We saw earlier that even though the Millers had a lot of pressure on the Arabians, they were able to come back and they're within 1 right now. Had a 3-1 lead here earlier in this half. Centered. Shot and a goal. Palmer Alt picks up his second goal of the night with 7:05 remaining.
Noblesville goal number 6, Palmer Alt.
Take a look at the replay on this. Good job, gets it right down there, and Alt had a wide open net to shoot at, and there wasn't a thing that the Arabian goaltender was going to do to stop that one. So it's 7:05. Miller's back to a 2-point lead. Brennan Jones puts the ball back in play. Exactly 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Miller's with a 2-goal lead now. Arabians have to make something happen and make something happen here quick. Miller's clear it out again. Harrison Crispin brings it down the sideline. Being chased by Palmer Alt. Correction, by Kai Moore. Jack Miller had it poked away from him by Brennan Jones. Kai Moore trying to get something going. Ball ends up back in the Arabian end of the field. Harrison Crispin sets it up to Ryan Villalobos. Exactly 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Arabians have to get something going here and get it going quick. Their season will be over, and the Millers will advance to play again Wednesday night. One of these teams will be playing either Anderson or Fishers. That game will start about 20-30 minutes after this one ends, and be brought to you on the Fishers Sports Network, which is available on Hamilton County Television on our website, so you can continue to watch through Hamilton County Television. Oh, shot missed. Nice block there by the Arabian goaltender. Arabians will put it back in play. Exactly 5 minutes remaining here in regulation. Arabians starting to run out of time here. I imagine by now the coaching staff has told the Millers, keep it in defensive mode. If you get a good offensive opportunity, fine, but just keep them away from the net. Oh, a slide there. Good bit of defense. No foul. Millers with the ball on the far side. Brennan Fisher had it for a moment. That's Brian Villalobos. Brian falls, gets back up. Getting to the time of night where this field does have a tendency to get a little bit slippery, but it hasn't been real humid today, so it shouldn't be too bad. Millers are going to get called for a foul there. Colin Todd had the Colin Todd got tied up with Connor Hendrickson. Todd it. Clock is at 3 minutes 42 seconds. Miller's 3:35 away from playing again on Wednesday. Here comes the Arabians again. Into the middle, can they get the deflection? They cannot. And Villalobos clears it. Palmer Alt falls down. Harrison Crispin with a good job, but the Arabians take it away from him and put it into the zone. Coming up on exactly 3 minutes remaining in this one. Millers with a 2-goal lead. Millers will be content to just play a little keep away here. That one was going to go out of bounds off of Levi Rodriguez. And Harrison Crispin will put the ball back in play for the Millers. Fisher breaking down the field, but the Arabians kick it into the bleachers, out of bounds. Millers will take over on a throw-in. I believe that'll be Crispin putting the ball back in play. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in regulation. Desperation time for the Arabians. They've got to get something going here and get it going quick if they're going to play again. Miller's just content to play a little keep away. If they get an opportunity, of course, they'll take it. Millers will get the ball on the inbounds. Under 2 minutes. Millers with the inbound. Crispin had it. 2-on-1 there. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with the Millers. .122. Clock is running. Most of the action tonight has been in the defensive side of the field of the Pendleton Heights Arabians. Another shot, another goal. Well, that ought to ice it. That was Brendan Fisher with the goal, coming at 1:05. For Fisher, that is his second goal of the season.
Subbing in for the Arabians, number 15.
That will just about ice this thing for the Millers. Five to 2 now in favor of the Millers. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining. About 20 to 25 minutes away from the start of the Tigers and the Anderson Indians. A couple substitutions coming in. Under a minute. Daniel Aker, one of the seniors here on the Arabians team, getting his last action of his soccer career at Pendleton Heights. So it looks like the Millers will advance. .30 seconds exactly left in this one. Justin Overfield puts the ball in play. Connor Hendrickson brings it back. Arabian goaltender sends it toward midfield. Millers send it back. Another chance here for another goal. We're going to get it. With 3.9 on the clock. I believe that was number 7 Garrett Pointer, if I'm not mistaken.
3, 2, 1.
So the final score, the Noblesville Millers 5, the Pendleton Heights Arabians 2. So the Millers will live again to play again. That game will be on Wednesday at 5 o'clock, and they will take on the winner of the Anderson-Fishers game. I guess about all you can say about this game is the Arabians gave it a pretty good shot, but they were just outplayed almost totally during the game. They did get a couple good goals, but in the end, the Millers dominated. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Class 4A Sectional 8 Soccer on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. On behalf of our technical crew, Lucas Lacane and Will Wofford, along with Jim Wofford, our executive producer, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from Noblesville.